In this episode, you get to see what 30 Swiss startup investors get to experience during the Israel Discovery Week organized by a venture capital fund in Switzerland called B2V. Enjoy. In this video, I would like to show you how 3 participants from the B2V Discovery Week in Israel who can give you an insight into what such a trip includes, who you can meet, and what they think of Israel and its vibrant startup and venture capital ecosystem. First up is Christianschutz, who is a partner at B2V Partners, which is the venture capital fund that organized this trip, and with over 134 startup investments, one of the leading VCs in Switzerland. Here is what he has to say about the Israeli entrepreneurs.
They are very engaged, very intelligent, they are open-minded, and especially they are looking, when they develop something new, they're immediately looking at how can they bring this product to the US market and think big. With all companies that we are working with, we are amazed by the quality of the founders and the ability to raise new funds and create value. It's really amazing. They create a product not for the domestic market, they create a product and think immediately how to enter into Europe, how to enter into the US. A huge competition, but also a great infrastructure and a great environment to be there. And that's the reason why B2V is also present here in Israel, why we invest here and why we are looking for future opportunities.
Next up is Gabby, Czertok, General Manager of The Builders. He was kind enough to host the Swiss private investor delegation to give them an overview of how startups and corporates are working together to leverage Israeli tech.
So we run an innovation platform working with Fortune 100 companies, helping them make money or save money using technology, working with Coca-Cola, Turner, Mercedes, and Walmart. One of the big challenges for Israeli entrepreneurs is figuring out how to work with big companies, big Fortune 100 companies, going across the market and kind of conquering the world, because Israel is not a local market. We've developed a unique platform, a unique way of working. We call it a commercialization program, which helps startups go in deep relationship with these corporates. And we've led so far to 205 pilots and 55 license agreements. So we help the companies create a really good engagement in conquering the Fortune 100 world.
Last but not least, it was important to me to also give a voice to one of the private investors who joined this trip to share his opinion of what he experiences on this exciting startup and venture capital trip to Israel. But watch now yourself.
It's much more advanced than where I come from, which is Switzerland. And I find it extremely interesting to hear that startups, young companies, that when they're being founded, they already focused across the border because they realize that this is such a small country. Whereas in Switzerland, I have the impression that basically people are aiming at the local market and their business model is more like fencing Switzerland off international competition.
So I really hope you enjoyed all of these insights about the Israeli ecosystem, the impressions, the differentiations, but also you got the sense of like what an experience week here in Israel together with B2V is like. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe so we can make this relationship a little bit more committed, and I hope to see you in the next vlog. Have a great day.